Oh, great to have you guys. And well, Didikay, I push it to you. You know what to do.
Yeah, I'll first push it to Ifyok because let's start with your question before we get into basketball.
All right, first of all, I just want to welcome back Million and Sports Farmer.
That's right, bro. Thanks.
Yeah, I got a question for Didikay, the artist. I want to know what type of impact are you trying to make on the music industry with your music?
Oh, okay, that's a strong one. What kind of impact? Well, first of all, I think I would just like people to believe in the fact that I multitask a lot, because music is not the only thing I do, obviously, but I multitask a lot. I want people to know that they can do that. Also, I want people to also believe in independence, because right now I'm an independent artist. I'm not signed to a label.
Okay.
But yeah, I want to be successful in that, so people can also see that it can be done. Because once one person does it, then the impossible thing is taken away.
Right.
Yeah. But good question.
Let me ask you too, Didikay. Let's talk about this sound right now, Mr. Lover Lover.
Yeah.
And we had bounce, quite bouncing, but Mr. Lover Lover, are you trying to tell me you're a lover lover?
I am not a Mr. Lover.
But let's talk about what inspired you to make this jump.
Yeah, it was jokes actually. Some of my friends were joking with me. Some people said some stuff, pretty much implying that I was, Mr. Lover, and then the beat from Hitsmith came, and we started playing around with it, and then I just, I started making verses around it, and then we came up with the chorus. The song was called Mr. Lover, but I am not Mr. Lover. I'm a child of God.
Yeah, you trying to tell me? No, child of Satan, Dean.
Okay, there are a lot of stories, but I would like us to start with Ifyok. Like Ifyok, you have to apologize to the people of Akwa Ibom State and worldwide. Everybody that's listening to us, go ahead.
Yeah, I agreed I was going to apologize because last week I mentioned Rashard Lewis being the first NBA player to collect $100 million salary. He was not. Jawan Howard was, but he still did collect his pay, and I still choose him as part of one of my top 50.
Blasphemous.
Top 2 duos of all time.
One of many blasphemous statements you've made. But anyways,
yeah, I hear you.
On behalf of Akwa Ibom people, Nigerians, and people listening worldwide, we accept your apology.
I have no problem.
So we'll move straight to it, and I think I should talk about the most intriguing thing this week. Phoenix Suns have not lost this week.
True.
I don't know how. I think I'm going to say shooting star this week, I don't want to talk about earthquake and anything disastrous, but something spectacular is definitely going to happen. It is unheard of. I don't think this has ever happened in the last 10 years. When did Steve Nash leave the Suns?
Oh man, that was.
These are same Phoenix Suns have been losing games.
They've been losing games, and then this week they won 4 straight. Whoa!
Well, you know what? Actually, last weekend, the owner, she's one of the owners. She's about 93 years old.
Oh, Greta.
She came out and gave a speech.
Greta, yeah.
And after that, they've been winning ever since, and they even beat the Celtics.
I don't think she's an owner. I think she's just from Phoenix. But but they plan to move teams, and they want the people in Phoenix to pay to put up money for this thing. So she came out and this team sucks. Imagine a 92-year-old lady coming to tell you how your basketball team sucks and how they. Right. And then I think that's what they needed. So maybe when LeBron is losing too, they should just bring.
They beat the Celtics the other day, so
whatever it was they did this. Or maybe it was the woman. So every city should have that kind of woman to come and talk.
Celtics also lost last night, so
let's talk about that. We're not there yet. Relax.
Okay, sorry.
Hey, walk me there slow. Okay. I'm not going to talk about Celtics yet. I have to wrap this, guys. Oklahoma City Thunder. Hey, I keep telling you, these guys are nothing to joke with.
True.
The other day, Paul George scored 40-something. It was 43 the other day, and you were saying you expect more from him.
No, he scored 47 that night.
47 that night. So you said you expected more from him.
Yeah, I did.
You know what happened?
I got more.
I put a call through to Paul George.
Thank you.
And Westbrook.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I said, you know what? I have this guy here. He keeps talking. He's a blasphemous guy. He says a lot of trash. But Paul George, he says he wants more from me. Paul George said, you know what, Didikay, I got you. And he dropped 43 the other day.
Did you place a bet? You should have placed a bet.
No, because I won't bet against a team I like. I love OKC.
I mean, I just wanted to see him do more than he is. So,
but
I'm happy to see that.
I think. Do you agree that they are the OKC right now has the best defensive backcourt?
Paul George, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
and,
no, both of them.
Who's the shooting guard?
Paul George.
Who's the small forward?
No, backcourt. So just the point guard and the
Okay.
shooting guard.
No, I don't agree.
So who is better than them?
That question probably goes to Kawhi and Kyle Lowry.
Kawhi is a 3. Kawhi is a small forward.
Yeah, but he can play shooting too.
You know, Danny Green is a shooting guard.
Okay, yes, I'll still take Danny Green and
Danny Green and
yeah.
Let
Danny Green is the lockdown defender.
Okay, now this is something that many people have not noticed. In the last game, in the last 3 games, Westbrook has 16 steals. 16. 5, and 6. Bruh. And
I'll give him that.
Yeah, and then Paul George, obviously, we know. Paul George is in the running right now for Defensive Player of the Year. And then just recently, Tracy McGrady was saying he should even be in MVP talks. Maybe not in top 5, but he should be in MVP talks for now. And I really credit a lot to Russell Westbrook. Like, he's sacrificing a lot for this guy. You know, he shot in many games now. He shoots like 13 times. Westbrook, that we know that will take like 25 shots in a game.
Yeah, but I think now it's more about efficiency because Paul George is a better offensive player.
He's not a better offensive player than Westbrook.
That's an opinion.
He's a better 3-point shooter.
Let's check out the stats for that.
Okay, yeah. We can check that out.
We'll look at that.
No, but wait. Are there really stats for... Because Westbrook has led the league in scoring.
Yeah, offensive efficiency, or PER, which is...
PER, Westbrook led the league in PER the year he was MVP. So that was just 2 years ago.
I know, but Paul George wasn't on that team.
Okay, last year when Paul George was on that team, Westbrook had the highest PER on that team as well.
Okay, but I'm just talking about this season now.
Do you know that Westbrook is averaging triple-double?
No, but...
Currently, I don't even mean last season. Currently.
Really?
Yeah.
How many rebounds?
He's a bad man.
He is. I agree.
Westbrook.
I mean, if you ask me who the harder player to defend is, I'll say Paul George.
Why?
Not a lot of people can stand in front of Paul George and stop him from going to the basket or shooting.
Why is it so?
Well, he has a size advantage. He's very athletic, and he has a unique skill set.
I'll give you size,
Yeah.
but let me tell you something about Westbrook. Something you can't teach. There's this killer mentality.
Yeah, that's the tenacity. Right?
Yes, like people don't understand. This is why many players will say they prefer Jordan and Kobe to LeBron. Not because LeBron is not a good player or not a great player, because he is.
Right.
But there's this thing that comes in a game where a player goes like, you know what, I'm going to kill you today. Well, not physically, not literally kill you, but they want to destroy your career in that game and win. If LeBron plays against Carmelo Anthony today, he wants Carmelo score, I'll score, but I want to win. Kobe's own is you're my enemy. Westbrook is once you're not on my team. He has said it before. One time they asked Westbrook, do you have friends in the league? He said, my only friend is Spalding. Spalding is the name of the basketball.
Yeah.
And recently there's this rookie. Well, he's not a rookie, he's a sophomore now. What's the guy's name? The fast guy.
DeAndre Fox.
De'Aaron Fox, yeah.
De'Aaron Fox.
He's actually like the fastest player right now in the league. He's a young guy, lightning quick. So they asked him, because before he came to the league, John Wall and Russell Westbrook were the fastest players in the league. And I still think they are. Well, they asked him, do you think you're the fastest player? And he said, yeah, John Wall is nice, but I'm faster. Russell Westbrook is explosive, but I'm just too fast. And then they asked this question on Wednesday, they played on Thursday. Yeah. Oh my gosh. The mistake they made was they let Westbrook hear that thing. Westbrook went into the game, he caught the ball, he caught the rebound. He blew past, as soon as he saw De'Aaron Fox, he ran past him and scored. And as soon as he was celebrating, he said, I'm too fast. Like, he took the guy's quote. He was in to turn, and they won Westbrook won the game. You know, so and those kinds of things like last season. Okay, this is the last story I give about OKC and Westbrook. Last season when they started this all-star format of 2 captains would choose, but they didn't want to televise the draft, so they now brought out the list the day before they were playing the Wizards, and then Westbrook saw his name there, but it was in alphabetical order. Westbrook did not know this.
I remember.
So yeah, his name's obviously name starts from W. And John Wall's name is also W, but Wall will come before Westbrook. So Carmelo, his teammate, told him, you see, LeBron chose John Wall before you, so he thinks John Wall is better than you. Carmelo knows the kind of person that Westbrook is. So Westbrook heard this and he went to the game hot. At the end of the game, not just did they win, he had a 46-point triple-double. Like, he touched John Wall, he touched the entire Wizards team. Let me not say it was just, we wanted to prove a point. And then at the end, when they were interviewing him, they told him, you know that list was alphabetical, right? He was like, oh, I told you, I knew, like, because he just wanted to prove a point. That's the kind of person Westbrook is.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
So what now? I think he has taken it upon himself as a challenge to try and make his teammate better. Because, I mean,
I think at the end of the day, that he wants to win a championship. I mean,
yeah,
all the individual talk, I mean, doesn't mean anything unless you win a championship.
Well, he keeps saying that. Like every time he has a triple double, he says, "What's important to me is that we won." Or if they lose, he'll say, "Well, I'm not happy with the fact that we lost." So, I think the fact that people say Westbrook is a selfish player, it is an overflowed point. I used to say it in what year did they go to the final? 2011.
Yeah.
He was a selfish player at the time. And I was on him. I was so upset because I didn't want LeBron to win. And
sorry,
shut up. But yeah, I mean
he's a great player.
He has evolved.
No doubt.
Yeah,
He's a great player.
So what happens if he doesn't win the league, even when being a great player?
No, he's already a great player.
You're a great player. You need to win your games. You need to win trophies. So if you don't win trophies, so what are you going home with?
I mean, so the song that's playing right now in basketball, they talked about, okay, Larry Bird won, but there are some great players that didn't win, like Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Steve Nash, that we just talked about,
right.
He's the greatest ever Phoenix Sun that might even ever walk this earth.
I mean,
two-time MVP.
when we talk about greats, I mean, he'll be remembered, but he won't be, top 10, top 5. But he'll be one of the best point guards.
Yo, do you know how hard it is to crack into top 10?
Hey,
oh, you mean
LeBron,
top 10 point guards?
Yeah, I mean top 10 players.
Oh wow, that's too hard.
Kevin Durant.
That's too hard.
Look at Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant is not
LeBron,
even yet a top 10 player.
And Steph Curry are all gonna retire top 10 players.
Steph Curry is not going to be a top 10 player.
Nah, man, come on.
Steph Curry.
Okay, what's the next topic?
Who are you going to take? Who are you going to take out of
Next
top
topic,
10?
please.
Wilt?
Okay. The Nuggets are doing pretty good. Let's talk about the Nuggets.
Let's talk about Nuggets. All right.
They're on a 5-game win streak and they're top of the West Conference. What do you think about that? Because I know you've been mentioning Nuggets a lot and they've been doing pretty good.
Even before the season started, I wish I made bets at the time. Because I told them, like, I said, like, what I said, I didn't even think they were going to be number 1. What I said was that they were the most underrated team in the league.
Right.
And not only were they they now proved that they could not only make playoffs, but they're number 1 right now over Golden State Warriors, though. Over the Thunder as well. Mm-hmm. So it's crazy. And they don't even have their full team. Millsap is injured. Isaiah Thomas hasn't played. Mm-hmm. One of their guards is also down. I can't remember who it is. So, but Nikola Jokic and the Joker, what that guy is doing with his team right now, he's one of these superstars that really, really thrive on passing the ball, and it's paying big dividends for them. And another thing I think is an advantage is that their home court, the altitude in Denver.
Yeah.
Denver, Colorado. Yeah, a lot of people don't take that into account.
But that's serious.
When you go, the air is thinner in Denver. So when you play games, obviously, if your conditioning is not right, they are going to take advantage of that. So.
Sure, that's really true.
But Denver, after 30 games, you think they are jokers or they'll still make the playoffs?
Thank you for asking. That's why I wanted him to speak. Because I think it's a joke. They're 30 games into the season, there's 50 games left. And they're playing well. They'll probably still make the playoffs, sure. But, the whole number 1 thing is It's a bluff.
Look,
Don't relax.
look.
And you know, they haven't even played as many games in the Western Conference as most of the other top 5 teams in the West. I think they played about 13 or 17 games in the West.
They beat the Raptors though.
Yeah,
that's
good.
a very big
I'm just
win.
saying that the West is a tough conference. So the more games you play in the West, the more likely you are to
which
lose.
is why we should put some respect on their name, because in the tougher conference they're number 1. And first of all, you should not make jokes about Nuggets. They have the Joker, but they're not Jokers. No,
I mean, Clippers were number 1
no.
too, and you talked about that, but
I talked about them, but I did not think they were going to finish top 4.
Okay.
Didikay, do you think they'll make the playoffs?
Oh, definitely.
Denver makes the playoffs.
Top
Yeah.
4.
No.
Top 4.
I give them like anywhere from 7, 8,
Bruh,
6.
top 4.
Okay.
Look, oh man, I don't think you're seeing the magic that I'm seeing. It's magic that's happening there.
What are the
in
magic
games.
chamber?
Yes, the Jokers are there. Like, it's man. No, you'll see when Isaiah Thomas comes back.
Isaiah Thomas is a defensive liability.
So what? Who plays defense? Steph Curry is also a defensive liability.
Yeah.
Many point guards don't even play defense. That's why
but most point guards are not like 5'6".
It's 5'9". Stop reducing
Sorry,
height.
sorry,
What's wrong with
sorry.
you? Hater. Okay, well we'll see. I think Nuggets are finishing top 4, but we'll see later on, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the bigger story that you would like.
Mm.
Your guy, LeBron James,
Yeah.
he was asked the other day if he would like his team to trade for Anthony Davis. And LeBron said, of course.
He said he would like to play.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
like to.
yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll let you go first. What did you think of that though? 'Cause right now, a lot of people are saying it's tampering.
Yeah, they actually played last night, and you know, Lakers won. So
Yeah, but who had the better game?
the winner. I think the winner always has a better
You
game.
can't say that. You can't say that. No, I'm saying one-on-one. LeBron or Anthony Davis.
Well, they played 2 different positions. So
You need to understand Anthony Davis is the best player in the league right now. The PR doesn't lie. You were talking about PR just now.
I mean,
PR numbers don't lie.
momentarily, perhaps.
Women lie, men lie.
But
numbers
no,
don't
James
lie.
Harden is actually the best player in the league.
Oh my gosh,
James Harden that just returned from injury.
Yeah.
bro, do you realize that as soon as Chris Paul had muscle pull, James Harden couldn't win a game? They were up on these guys more than 10 points. As soon as Chris Paul went out, that cannot be the best player in the league. James Harden, once he finishes the first game of a series, he flames out in playoffs. Come on, man.
Has AD
I
ever?
I understand that both of you have beards. I get it.
Yeah,
You know.
that's the thing. They both of them have
Yeah,
beards.
so this is a
Has
beard gang
Anthony-
thing. It's a beard gang thing. I see what you're doing.
Has Anthony Davis ever really led his team anywhere?
Well, yeah, they've swept the what's this guy's called? They swept the Melita's team, Portland
Okay,
Trail
Portland,
Blazers.
yeah.
Well, he needed Rondo for that, but of course, but he
And,
led the team.
Andrew Hollison.
Yeah, but I mean,
Collison.
who is the leader of the team? AD.
Okay.
Harden is come on.
Collison is a good player, very good player.
Harden just knows how to draw fouls and be annoying. But anyways, we were talking about LeBron and AD.
Yeah,
Do you
I
think it
think
was tampering?
I think there's no tampering. I mean, I think you're entitled to say, okay, I want to play with him, or I would love to play with him. Why not? I think he should be entitled to his own opinion. Media jumps on it, and that's what Katie's talking about, toxic environment. But I'm not gonna jump on that. I'm just gonna look at the fact that he's LeBron and he wants a sidekick that he can trust.
Well, whether or not it is tampering, I'm not even going there. Personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying I'd like to.
I mean,
play somebody.
Giannis also said that come to Milwaukee.
Who said that?
Giannis,
To who?
AD, the other day they played.
Come to Milwaukee
Come to
to
Milwaukee.
play, or come to Milwaukee
He
to.
just said, "Come to Milwaukee, man. Come to Milwaukee."
It's probably a challenge, like
No,
catch me
they were
outside.
in Milwaukee.
Oh, right,
They were
right,
in
right.
Milwaukee.
Okay, now let me give you my own angle.
Okay, please.
There's this thing you LeBron fans have been saying for years now. When it was in Miami and when it was in Cleveland, because Cleveland team wasn't that good. They had 2 All-Stars, by the way, but they had 3 All-Stars, but they're not that good. LeBron doesn't have help. And then a lot of LeBron fans kept saying LeBron can go to any team and drag them to the playoffs, or he can go to any team and go to the finals. People were not listening, even Brooklyn Nets, even this, even that. He could do it.
Right.
Hypothetically.
Right.
We left them. Now, LeBron has come to the Lakers. And well, that is any team, right? All right, go to the finals. Now, every LeBron fan is even saying he's not going to make it to the finals.
I didn't say that. Are we talking about me or am I supposed to speak
So you think they're going to make it to the finals without AD? So with this team currently,
I think we've talked about that. I think we even we talked about that.
do we put? Oh, we should put bets on that.
I think we did something like that.
NBA finals.
Yeah.
LeBron James and wait. If they sign AD or Kawhi, the bets are off. But if they still have like Kuzma, Rondo, Lonzo, and all these guys, you have Lakers going to the finals.
No, I had them already.
Oh, I'm gonna get some money. What we betting?
Yeah, we'll talk about that after.
All right.
You guys better get me involved.
I'm gonna get some money.
You better get me involved.
Then okay, and finally, let's talk about this high school. Well, it's no longer high school; it's now in college.
Yeah, Duke.
Bruh, they call Giannis Antetokounmpo the Greek freak. I think this is the ultimate freak, Zion Williamson.
I agree.
This guy is. So LeBron is one of the heaviest players. We talked about this off camera, and you were saying LeBron is about 260,
Right,
260 pounds.
Yeah.
Now he's 6'9". Imagine somebody that is 3 inches shorter than LeBron, and is 280. That is Zion's weight.
Right, okay.
So, which actually makes him automatically, he's not in the league right now, but if he enters the NBA today, he's the second heaviest player in the NBA, and he's not even one of the tallest. Now, we've talked about his weight. His legs are like tree trunks. Like, massive. And then this guy can jump out of any building.
True. He's a beast.
Oh, man.
I think, talking about Zion Williams, he is someone to watch out for because I don't think we've ever seen a player like this, except for maybe Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp jumped through the roof.
Yeah. But you see my problem.
Blake Griffin too.
Yeah,
Blake Griffin can jump through the roof.
Yeah. My problem with this guy is, and many people may not take this into, but I'll tell you why. I'll give a reference to history. Recently, Williamson was playing defense here, which is a good thing. He plays defense. He went for a block the other day. Normally, now let me put this in context. The backboard of an NBA rim, not everybody can touch it with their hands. This guy did not just touch the backboard with his hand. Whoa. His head hit the backboard. That's how high he went. And he hit his head and he fell down. Now, obviously, people say he's athletic. Oh, he can jump, his head can touch. My issue with that is people that are drafting, they are looking at all these things as well. If you're going to do things that are going to put yourself at risk, I'd rather not draft you. I'd rather take someone that is maybe not as good, but at least I would have you, because the best ability is availability. So if you do all this crazy stuff and get injured, you're going to hurt our team. Now the reference I was going to make to history was Dwayne Wade. Do you believe Chris Bosh is better than Dwayne Wade?
I'm not even going to talk about that.
All right.
No.
Let's check our time.
Okay, do you think Chris Bosh is a better player than Dwayne Wade?
Of course not.
Okay. Do you think that, what was that, Darko Milicic? Well, we didn't really see him play.
Yeah, I watched him play.
Did you think he was better than Wade?
Never.
Okay. Now, Dwayne Wade was number 5 in that year's draft. Obviously, LeBron was supposed to be number 1. Carmelo was supposed to be number 2, actually. But, well, the Milicic thing.
Milicic.
Yeah, well, anyways, what I'm trying to say is, Milicic and Chris Bosh should not have been drafted before Dwayne Wade. But just before he was drafted, people realized that he had this awkward way of landing. He was such a great player as a college boy, but in Marquette. But they realized after he dunks, he would land in a way that it hadn't injured him, but they knew it was unsafe. So some people were like, you know what, let's take Chris Bosh. Let's just be safe. At least this guy is probably not as good as Wade, but he's going to be there with us all the time. He's not going to get crazy injuries. So I also look at all these crazy plays now. Yeah, you've jumped, we've seen that you can touch the sky, but when your head hits the backboard and then you fall, some people might take note of that and say this guy is reckless.
Well, I think that's one way to look at it, but it's way too early to look at it like that. He's extremely athletic, but he can be taught, to kind of contain his energy.
That's hard though. It's hard to to make when you know that you have some, you can be explosive.
Yeah, but when he's gonna understand that he's being paid a huge salary to do it,
Yeah,
he's gonna be able to tone it down.
you know, it took me a while to even understand why in many basketball leagues, not just the NBA, once you sign a basketball contract with any team, you know, you can't just go to anywhere and play basketball. Like your contract says strictly. When Kobe went to the Rocker Park, he had to take permission from the Lakers. Like,
Yes.
please, can I go play basketball somewhere? And you know, and he did. So like it's oh man. But yeah, hopefully he becomes careful. He's the most athletic player I've seen, especially with that size. Obviously, we've never seen that kind of size jumping like that before. Maybe Chocolate Thunder.
No, like I said, Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp, yeah, on GP. Which would have been a better duo than the blasphemy you were spewing last week. Rashad Lewis, please, Rashad Lewis. Hater.
Let's look at the games to expect. Tomorrow morning.
Let's preview the games.
There is more preview.
Let us preview.
Right, the 1 a.m. we'll get to see Washington Wizards up against Phoenix Suns. They've won 4 games in a row. Can they do it again in the Suns?
Yes, they can.
I cannot bet on this. I know they've shocked me last week, but look, man, nah.
Wizards are just too inconsistent for my.
There's something about wizardry, yeah. The Wizards always, you know.
I know, but the sun is always involved.
Yeah, but they're going to play in the night, so the sun is not going to be shining. You see? Hey.
The sun, no matter where it is, it's always there.
Hey.
You can see, whether you see it or you don't, it's there.
Hey, the Wizards have this game. John Wall, let's go. Plus, they have Trevor Ariza, the former Suns player.
Yeah, and they lost like 2 games since he came out.
It doesn't matter, don't worry. Growing pains.
The next game we should see by 1:30 a.m. for the Philadelphia 76ers against Toronto Raptors.
Oh, damn.
This is a good game.
Oh, that's the game of the day.
2 top teams in the East.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a battle.
Raptors.
I'm going to go with the Sixers because Raptors played last night, if I'm correct.
Yeah, and we won.
Yeah.
We
won.
You and who?
Look, man. I'm allowed to.
You and who? Explain yourself. You and who?
Look, I like the Raptors.
Come on, Kiki, please. Stay back.
Hey, Kiki.
Why you pushing me away now? What's that?
No, stay back.
You look, looking good, Kiki.
Well, it's
the
a
feeling.
wedding photo.
All right, Toronto Raptors. Ethiopia going for 76ers.
Yeah. Just based on fatigue, I'm going for this Sixers.
We're never tired. Kawhi Leonard, that claw, we're never tired.
I know.
Engines. All right.
I won't be surprised if they win, but I mean, I'm going with the Sixers.
All right.
So Didikay go for Raptors.
Yeah, I'm going for the Raptors.
Houston Rockets. I know we feel is going to go to Sham. San Antonio Spurs. Didikay. Spurs. Rockets.
Oh, that's a Texas matchup. Nah, I'm going with the Spurs, man. Chris Paul isn't back for 2 weeks. I'm going with the Spurs.
Spurs to win.
Yeah.
Then you go for the Rockets.
No, I was going to go for the Spurs. But I was surprised
Well,
he
you
did.
talked about James.
Yeah, I love him, but
Traitor.
I think Spurs have won 7 of their last 8 games, so they're on a pretty good run. And I think Popovich is the best coach in the NBA and one of the best coaches of all time. So I expect him to turn his team around.
So what if James comes up with something special?
And that's what I was going to say, because in this last week, he's averaging
You know what?
crazy like 37 points or something.
You know what?
Yeah.
Popovich is so good because he knows how to isolate. If it's just the one player on the team that's doing all of the damage, he knows how to isolate that player. He can score all his points, but they're not going to win.
Do you know why he knows it? Because that's how we beat LeBron and his team.
He just keep saying, we.
I was a Spurs fan. I was a Spurs in 2014.
Which fan weren't you?
In 2013 and 14, I was not a Miami Heat fan. I will tell you that.
Why do you keep running from one club to another?
Because there's no point. I don't live in this city, so it's not. If I lived in San Antonio, I'll be a San Antonio Spurs for life.
You can't be sure that he probably moved.
No, so like.
All right. Miami Heat, Milwaukee Bucks.
Wow. Milwaukee won last night against the Boston Celtics. I'm gonna take Milwaukee again.
Who asked you if they won against the Celtics? Like, we're talking about something else. Why do you need to bring that up, though?
Because he knows you're a Celtics fan also. How many sides do you support DDK?
I suppose.
So who are the we?
I'm more of a player fan than a team fan.
Okay.
So I like Westbrook. So by extension, I like the
Doncic?
Thunder.
You like Doncic?
I like Doncic as the best rookie. But anyways, I'm not a Mavericks fan.
Okay, so
I like Westbrook, so I'm a Thunder fan. I like Kyrie and his team, so I'm a Celtic fan. And I was a Celtic fan when one time I was hating on Kobe.
you like Giannis?
I'm not a Bucks fan. Nah. I'm not sold on the Bucks yet.
You like
I like
AD?
Middleton though.
Okay, you like AD?
I like AD. I'm not a Pelicans fan. I know AD is going to move, so when he moves, I'll probably join him.
Most of where?
I like Kawhi, yes, so I'm a Raptors fan.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. But when it comes to Celtics versus Raptors, I will pick the Celtics over them.
So Heat, Bucks. What are you going to pick?
I'm going with the Bucks.
If you go with the Bucks,
I'll go with the Bucks.
why the Bucks so special against the Heat? The Greek Freak.
No, I think they have a better team.
That is-
They have a stronger team, and Heat are too inconsistent for me to.
Let's try this now. Man, can you say his last name?
Come
No,
on.
you're close.
Antetokounmpo.
Hey, well
I got it
done.
right?
Yeah.
Antetokounmpo.
Well, Antetokounmpo, yeah.
Antetokounmpo.
Yeah. Kumpo.
Oh, actually, I've been following his brother. The other one that is in one of the Olympiacos.
Thanasis, yeah.
Yeah, and also the other one that is playing in the junior league.
The guy has a basketball
three.
family.
All right, great to have you guys once
man.
again. It's been 2 weeks and not see you guys.
Yeah,
Welcome
man.
back. Man, I'm great to see you guys.
Yo, by the way, I think let me give a shout out before I leave. I want to give a shout out to Ize Couture for the bandana. So those listening on radio would not know how I look, but those are going to watch this on YouTube later. Ize Couture, thanks for the bandana, man. Nice one. Good looking out.
I feel you have a shout.
Yeah, to
his beard.
I just want to give a shout out to my friend
Kobe Bryant.
Umana.
Kobe Bryant.
He's throwing Puff Puff Festival. It's gonna be
Is it
somewhere
gonna give-
in warehousing.
Is it going to give us free puff puff though?
Come and find out first.
No, I need to know if that he's going to give us before I come.
No, just find out.
I think I'm performing there though, so
So-
that's, yeah.
It'll be wicked.
Right? Catch Didikay and if you're later next
sir.
week, man. It's always fun and it's always fantastic to have you guys. How about the lady in the building?
Yes, special. Oh, my
Alice in
gosh.
Wonderland.
I thought that's what you were about to do. That's why I just let
You
you.
talk
do it.
about Puff
Really?
Puff, so your
Yeah,
mind is in Puff
can you
Puff.
imagine? Okay, don't worry. I'll do the honors. Special shout out to Alice Brownson, the Nollywood's what they call Rookie of the Year for actors. Discovery of the Year. Let's call it Discovery. She's going to be Nollywood's Discovery. Look out for her.
Alright?
So yeah, Nollywood. I found her first, by the way.
Look out for Puff Puff.
You guys.
We're great to have you guys.